All right, so this is for a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's see what you need to know. So what does Gemini need to know? Wow. Right off the bat, mistakes. Misunderstood victim, lost soul. Now, I don't know if this is like your energy, like how you're feeling, Gemini. Are you feeling misunderstood? Are you feeling a little lost right now? Let's see. Realizations. Are you having your awakening? I only say that because this is not giving me another person. I feel like this is giving me picking up on your energy, Gemini. So right now I feel like someone's feeling misunderstood, feeling kind of lost in their direction, but you're also having a lot of realizations, a lot of understandings, like having like kind of like your aha moments, okay, when it comes to maybe like your lifestyle or your maybe what you want in your relationship or just in general your whole being, okay, which this is a beautiful thing. And there's one thing about Geminis are they bounce back very quick, okay. They're very strong. They understand that it's like Geminis know that life is all about life lessons. That you could, be on the floor one day, but the next day you're standing up because you're not going to take defeat. It's like you'll dwell in the moment, but you're not going to let that moment last forever. Okay, that's the vibe. And that's Gemini. Geminis are very strong. They're very underrated. People look at the Gemini zodiac as like, they're horrible people, and the unhealed ones are, unhealed people are horrible people. But when you come across a mature Gemini, a healed Gemini, one that is wise beyond their mat, like you'll realize that Geminis are here to teach us the duality of two different sides, two different perspectives. Okay, when you have a Gemini in your life, you have the best of both worlds. You have logic and you have heart. So you have someone who's going to look after you, but also give you that logic mind to see the bigger picture, but also be so nurturing at the same time, because that's the duality of a Gemini. And I feel like you're coming into realizations. You're coming into your power. Okay, after being lost, after being like not knowing which way to go in your direction. Let's see. What else does Gemini need to know? Let's see. Shocking. And this came out of nowhere for you. These feelings, it's like when you were fine and then all of a sudden and it was like you had a tower moment in your life, Gemini. I feel like this shocking is a tower moment that you endured for whatever reason of whatever you're going through, that made you realize these mistakes that you were doing, the way you were moving, and in the end it made you awaken something. It made you start understanding. The light bulb went off. So whatever this was actually a good thing, because now you're seeing the world in a different perspective. You're seeing what you're going through in a different perspective. You're also learning that it's not like you'll be okay. You'll be okay, Gemini. Everything will be okay. Okay? If you have to say bye to things that no longer serve you, that's fine. Whether it's people, habits, it's okay to let go. Okay, Gemini? Because you're walking away from something. You're leaving things behind. I heard you're not putting up with bullshit anymore. Whether this is a person, whether it's your bullshit. Because this could go vice versa. This could be talking about a person, but this could also be talking about you. And to be honest, I think it's talking about you. It's what you need to know. And this is what you need to know. You need to know that things will be okay. Because you are taking accountability for your actions, even when you don't want to. Because you're healing, you're growing, you're accepting. You know, maybe you're going through the 7 stages of grief, and now you're at that acceptance stage, 555. Whether it be, you're shedding an old version of yourself, or you're just shedding people who no longer serve you, or a person, however, you're just shedding things that just no longer serve you anymore. And that's beautiful. And it's gonna be okay. You might feel alone, you might feel empty, you might feel all these things, but that's only for a moment, because you're healing. You're gonna feel depressed, you're gonna feel these things because your body's transitioning to a higher self. You're gonna feel it physically because you're elevating, you're transcending, you're growing, you're becoming who you're supposed to become. Whether that's a bad bitch or someone who is here to help others, but it's like you're stepping into your purpose. That's beautiful, Gemini. That's very beautiful. And what else does my Geminis need to know? What advice do we have for Geminis? Or what do you want to what do they need to know? What do they need to know? We got to start healing from them past child wounds, okay? We can't let the past dictate our future. All right, Gemini? Because when we do that, you know what happens? It starts to reflect in our money and our home life and our everyday surroundings. Okay? We can't hold on to past things. That's why right here you're letting it go. And maybe you're starting to realize you can't hold on to past things anymore. It's time to shed the old and let the new come in. Okay, Gemini? Because the wheel's going to turn in your favor. Right now you feel like you're bad on your luck, but it's going to turn. It's going to turn because energy only stays for as long as you stay there. You could get yourself out of there. And I know you will. I know you will. All right, Gemini, because this is going to turn. And you're going to have that destiny, that wheel of fortune is going to turn. All right, Gemini? All right, let's pull some zodiacs and see what is around this, all right? This was kind of like Aries. The Aries read, okay? Aries was more, I would needed to tell more about Aries. This is Gemini, I needed to tell, like, the message was for actually Gemini. So, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pull this, pull some zodiacs for you, okay? We have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? We have earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and Scorpio, all right? I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I'm going to pull the deck of cards. I just feel like the songs that I have in here are not for this read. So I'm just going to leave it as that, okay, Gemini? And I hope this helped. And I will see you in your next read. I'm sending you lots of light and love.